Yeah, winds are 120 plus. Oh my gosh. Here, I'm gonna do something for you guys. Just hang on. It's gonna be crazy. Just bear with me. Don't freak out. Okay, here we go. We're going out. We're gonna go behind this building, outside. Hang on. Oh gosh. Here we go, guys. Everything's coming apart. All right, get up here against the building. Everything's coming apart. It just... Hurricane Irma. North Island, just north of Marco Island. Wind 115 to 125. This Hurricane Irma, North Island, wind gust of 125. Here comes the super bad stuff. North Island, also coming in. Oh gosh. Here we go. Everybody hang on. It's gonna be super bad. Okay, hang on. My ears are killing me. My ear pressure's falling rapidly. Here comes the final blow. The power lines are screaming. The wind, I don't know if you hear the wind, guys. Ladies, it's the winds are just screaming. The concrete poles are flexing. Not breaking, but flexing. The wind poles are getting ready to come down. Here we go. Okay, probably 115, 120, 125 maybe. I don't know if you guys can see everything that's going on here. Total whiteout. The winds, look at the clouds above me. They're moving south at like way over 100 miles an hour. So far, this racetrack is staying together. Look at the sheet metal flying through the air across the street. Sheet metal's flying through the air. There it goes. Boom! You guys see that? Look at the sheet metal flying through the air now. Here we go. Everything's coming apart. Here we go. Everything's 135. Players are popping really bad. 130, 135. Oh my gosh. Here goes a really bad one. And here it coming. Here we go. Light poles are about to break off at the racetrack. They're about to break. Look at this unmerciful wind. Hurricane Irma, Category 4, making landfall. Marco Island, up to south of Naples now. Doing damage. All the light poles are swaying on 41. Everything's swaying and bending back and forth. Gotta get back to the car. But you're trying to switch directions on me. You gotta move the car real quick. Once you're coming, they were north, now they're coming out east, and get ready to switch to the southeast, and then southerly. So I gotta reposition the car the east, west side of the building here. Our flood warning. Stand by. Total whiteout. Yep. Okay. Winds 130 plus here. Total whiteout. Fine debris in the air. Let's swing around here. Yep. It's going into super mega beast mode here now. Gee, Christmas. Woo! It is crazy here. Crazy winds. Way over 100. I don't know what they are. Way over 100. Yes.
This dude is crazy. Keeps getting in and out of his car. He was driving around in this until it got too bad. He is literally right on the edge of the eye wall. North of Marco Island, or yeah, Marco Island, south of Naples, just about in the real dangerous wind area. I mean, he's right on the edge of it. He keeps jumping in and out of his vehicle. It's deteriorated fast, real fast. You can tell that basically he's near the eye wall. Because he was out driving around on the roads and the highways and stuff around in the area, and then it got too bad. So I think he actually got out of his vehicle right now because he hasn't said anything. I don't know if this is like his home base or what. But I know that he's kind of sheltered against the wind. His vehicle's kind of sheltered because there's a building on the right side of him. So he is actually right down here and actually showing rotations. So all these places over here on the radar where you're seeing these little rotations, those are all possibilities. Mesocyclone activity, which could be tornado, could be active tornado, could be possibility of a tornado spawning, and they are all over the place, including right down near where he would be. There's 2 different spots. So yeah, he's going quiet because he was narrating everything. Obviously, this is the audio feed from his vehicle, so. It'll be interesting to see how long his feed lasts for before like cell communications get knocked out. Because I could be a little bit pessimistic, but I don't know. I don't know how long the cell communications can last. Once these massive, because he was saying that basically the equipment on his vehicle, because he sounds like he's a full-blown storm chaser, it sounds like. So he's got all kinds of equipment, and he was experiencing 130, 135 mile per hour winds. So I would think that cell towers and stuff could sustain damage. Power's out in the area. That just went out like 15 minutes ago, I think. They actually had power still until about 15 minutes ago in this area, which has actually got a Naples address, but it is south of Naples. So it is. He is sitting right here, right down in this area. And wow, there's a lot of rotation down there. There could be tornadoes all over. Oh my Lord. South of Cape Coral, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 areas of rotation. At least 6 areas of rotation on land. Jeez. That's never a good sign. Right here, that's a indicator of hail. This little green triangle. So, oh, something just went out. My guess is basically probably a watch or warning tornado. But now I'm pulling off of the K8MX radar site in Miami. As the storm moves north, I might pull off the West Palm Beach, or when it gets high enough, I'll pull off the Tampa radar site. These are all tornado warnings. Uh-oh. Oh. I'd like to know what cell phone service he's got, because obviously he's doing a really good job. Do not know how far inland he is. He's in a bad area. Just the general area as far as when that storm surge comes in. Hopefully the dude is miles away from the Gulf. I'm not sure. More warnings. Yep. All these. Wow. That's a lot of different points of rotation. Any one of these, several of these could actually be tornadoes. And everything's going to be rain wrapped. You wouldn't even be able to see a tornado coming. More hail. Never a good sign when you got hail. of rotation. I don't want to undo. It's getting worse. As far as rainfall, at least. It's getting harder and harder to see these trees up in the distance. You can see this light pole right here wobbling back and forth. I'm waiting for that thing to come crashing down. This one, well, it's got some movement, but this one right here is swinging back and forth. That's quite a bit. I expect that one's going to come crashing down. Yeah, man, if things weren't bad enough with all this wind and rain, these are tornadoes spawning. Jeez.
saw a roof of a shopping center north of me fly across the road, and it had lightning bolts about 5 minutes ago hit the just south of me, exploded something. It was horrible.
Wow. So he's... Oh. Come on, reconnect.
Horrible sound. Things are flying through the air, just brutal. Ears are popping like crazy.
Uh-oh.
Okay, the winds keep switching directions out of the northeast. Here we go. I'm looking about another couple minutes.
Oh, man. And the cell towers are going to go down.
Here, I'll show you the eye wall real quick. Stop right there, right now, right here. Just super cool. There's all that. It's what we've got here. See, go back south here and see what the winds are. Weather.
Oh, crap.
Delay's and faulting because it's or say, wow, next reds. Wow, that's not good. Okay. It's just total whiteout in front of me.
Well, that's not good.
Bear with me here. Let's go back to AMX and
I have real problems with the feed. And obviously this is a connection problem on his end because of this severe weather. So I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to keep this feed up. He might have to end it. I know that he's going to go, as soon as it dies down, which can be hours, he plans on keeping driving around until it gets dark. So as soon as it dies down enough where he can move, he's going to be out assessing damage and stuff. So you drove by some, like a trail, it was kind of like a trailer park, fifth wheel park. That thing, well before the eye wall was hitting, that thing was just, the trailers were coming apart. Roofs were flying off. So there's going to be a lot of damage down in this area. There's going to be a lot of damage everywhere down there. Fortunately, though, give it a second to see if he brings, if he can bring the feedback up. Watch the people watching. If it drops off real quick, maybe he'll try to start the broadcast over again. So 23,000 or so people. This is why we need satellite uplink. Instead of cell phone towers, we need satellite uplink technology to be consumer grade. Because anything ground based, it can be knocked out, damaged by these type of storms. I know they got satellite phones. I can only imagine how expensive a satellite cell phone, which would, yeah, it'd be like having like a broadcast news feed type of situation. But my guess is that the cell tower, whatever service he's got, has sustained some damage, is down, who knows. Let me see. Okay. Wow. Look at the movement. That light part is gonna come down. Oh, really? Come on. I'd be very, very surprised if this light pole didn't come down during this duration of this storm at some point.
Okay, guys, we're hanging on here. Boom, lightning. Listen.
And he's blown away. Just kidding.
Okay, massive debris in the air. There's swirling.
Come on.
Walls of debris, swirling walls of debris. All quads. Telephone poles are coming. Here we go. Aaron's starting to break. Just about to break everything. Here we go. Right in front of me right now.
I know he gets really excited. Everything's just about to break, and then the feed goes down. No!
Right now, everything's breaking. When?
Where? What's breaking? Besides the feed, that's breaking.
Intense lightning and thunder. Entering the eye wall, north eye wall. Intense lightning and thunder. As we get in the eye wall, we're going to... Look up inside the rotating around. We'll be in the eye wall very, very, very quick. Everything's about to give up. Here we go. Oh, it's really bad now. It's really bad. It's worse now than it's been all in the last 30 minutes.
what's the weather? It's so annoying.
Look how close I am now to the wall. Here's my position.
So here's his position.
Where am I here on this map? That's where I'm at. It's north of Marco.
Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Let's see.
You thought to me, I go into clear, partly cloudy. It's going to drop down to 50 and then 40.
My God, really?
And then call it at 4:15, which should be in the wall. The 140, 135. 128, 130. Listen to this.
Yeah, I wouldn't be having the windows open. Stuff in that fast of wind is like a doggone bullet. Like I'm. Lot areas of rotation. Well, he's having an extremely difficult time keeping his feet up.
Over me and north of 41, north of 41 now, or east of 41. The super intense winds are on 41 and to the east of 41. The car's rocketing. I'm rocking back and forth. Poles in front of me are about to break. They haven't broke yet. Super bad now. Super bad.
Yeah, see if there's a. We got
Those
all
light
of these
poles you're looking at
locations.
in the periscope, those are sheltered because it's behind a building that's off to our northeast, so it's sheltered from the high winds. Or those wood already broke off and went airborne. You see the other poles in the back, the taller poles, skinny poles, just about to snap.
The color scale basically is just the intensity of precipitation. It's not a.
Wow.
basically there is no. I mean, this is the bottom of the app. It's just just a basic intensity. It isn't like inches or whatever. Now, these are areas of mesocyclone rotation.
It's really bad again. We're doing whiteout conditions now.
Rainfall. This is all rainfall. Now, obviously, like I said, these round indicators that flash up, the magenta and the red ones, they are rotation. So they could be an active tornado.
It's super violent outside. Lots of debris flying out. Cars rocking back and forth. It's shaking violently. We're right on the edge of the eye wall now. Okay,
so any one of these spots really could actually be an active tornado. Vortexes. Could be a funnel cloud.
Golly, glass is bright. The lights right here during the screen. The lights just went out. The glass just went shattering. Now those light poles right here we're looking at. The glass is out of them now. They're gone.
This guy is now in the eye wall. And he's sitting, yeah, he's right about, I mean, he could have, he's right where all these tornadoes.
Look how dark it is to my, you're looking west, northwest, up toward Naples.
If there was a tornado on top of him, you'd never see
destruction,
it. Any tornadoes
over
up
me
there
and immediately north of my location on Highway 41. Major, a lot of damage occurring down Highway 41, going toward Naples, heading up toward Naples now. Guys, it's lightening up. It's almost like a blizzard. I can see the flying debris and the lower levels, but just to my south, about a quarter mile, there's like almost, I can see breaks to the lower wall of wind. It's like it's gonna let up.
It ain't gonna let up, dude.
It's like I'm right on the edge of just total wide out flying debris, but south of me, the sky's lightening up. I can see almost breaks. Between the lower level, mid level, the brakes are coming. The mid level clear slot's about to come over me. I can see brakes south of me through the low clouds. It's gonna get the sky. We're gonna go in the eye real quick. We're gonna go in the eye.
From being an ex-storm chasing amateur myself, amateur radio, storm chasing, Skywarn, and all that, this stuff gets addictive. I mean, you get so pumped up adrenaline-wise, you don't think clearly. And you do, you look back after the fact and you realize that was stupid. I put myself in extreme danger. But in the moment, this guy probably isn't scared because he's pumped up with so much adrenaline right now. Oops, no. No. Messed up. I would storm chase, but I sure as heck wouldn't be out in something like this. Chasing a tornado or after tornadoes, that's way different than this. I mean, tornadoes move quickly and this and that. Jeez, this stuff lasts for hours. There's no way I wouldn't be. And he was, before he took shelter on the right-hand side, there's a massive building that's protecting him from this wind. He was blasting down the roads in the Marco Island earlier, and then up toward, and then that started, basically the storm surge started coming in, the water started coming up, the wind started picking up. So he headed north, but he's at an actual Naples address, but he's not in Naples. I guarantee you, once it lets up, and when the eye comes, and it gets calm for a little while, and the eye's only like a 25-mile wide now or something like that, I guarantee you this guy's going to go out and start driving around. But only a 25-mile eye, and I don't know if it's still moving at like 8 miles an hour. I don't know. But my concern for this dude is more about the storm surge you know, of the water, because I don't know how far inland this guy is. I know that he was going over different inlets, going over little bridges.
Stay with us. We're about to get an eye wall. But the damage is getting worse. Wind's changing directions on me now.
But he's in the
It's
area.
from north and it's coming in from the
They
east. I may
said
have to move.
could be 10 to 15 feet of storm surge. So I don't know how far inland he is.
Yeah, it's changing directions right now. It just flipped. It just flipped the direction. Went from north-northeast coming around the east and about ready to switch to east-southeast.
He don't have no built vehicle. He's
oh,
no,
wicked. This is super wicked.
He's no, what that, Reed Timmer or something like that. He's a storm chaser. And they've actually built, you know, some vehicles for chasing and putting themselves in actual tornadoes, paths, and stuff like that. This dude looks like he's got like a Chevy Transverse or something like that. It's not a minivan. It looks like some crossover. It's definitely not a 4x4. It's not protected. He doesn't have any sort of special protection. You know, it's a normal vehicle. And when I seen when he got out, and then as he was getting back in, you could see what vehicle he was driving. I thought he might have been in a pickup truck or something. And I'm thinking, my goodness, this thing has got a lot of side, what do you want to call it, area, because of the way the vehicle's built. So earlier when he was saying, oh, I felt my vehicle almost got flipped over. Well, I bet it did.
Golly.
You're sitting in a big thing that's just catching wind. So I am interested, and I hope that the cell towers don't go out to where you can't get footage of the aftermath of, you know, I don't know how far he'll get though, because there probably will be power lines and trees down all over the place after this is all over, so it won't necessarily be safe to be driving around, and he ain't got no 4x4. So even if you wanted to try to go over some trees, because you should never ever go over power lines. I don't care if you think they're dead or not. Never drive over power lines if they're laying down. You know, not unless the power crew's been in the area and basically they've said it's safe. And if that's the case, they're probably going to cut them in the clear, move them out of the roads. Because I work for a power company, and I used to do line work. And basically, you know, if there was something across the road and it was dead, we'd cut it, roll it, get it out of the road. You should never assume that something's dead. Because even if you got some idiot that's got a generator down the line and he's running it and the generator wasn't hooked up properly, they could be backfeeding electricity from their generator back out onto the line. There's been linemen killed by that, by people that didn't have the proper disconnects running a generator. Did he move? What the heck? I don't know if he moved forward or if he zoomed in or what he did. Oh, that's not powerful. But yeah, I think he moved his vehicle forward, kind of getting out of, come around the corner of that building. No, dude, he's crazy. Oh, well, it ended. Wonder if he ended it? Create a lost connection or what? Let's see. No.
Yes, this is complete whiteout conditions. We can barely see the house across the street. Gusts are now reaching 120 miles per hour. I have not seen lightning. We are in the parking garage on 12th Street in downtown Naples, about 4 to 5 blocks away from the north.
Okay, so let me jump out of here just a second. This is actually a different broadcaster, different feed. But these guys are actually in Naples. Oh man, I'm surprised that them tall palms are still standing. I don't know how them palm trees and tall ones are still standing. That is crazy. Surprised they're gonna get uprooted because the ground is so saturated that it just uproot them.
Explosions are taking place now.
Even if it doesn't snap them off, just
across
uproot
the
them.
city. It looks like a very bad wind gust is moving through.
Holy shit.
Gust at 120 miles per hour.
Crazy.
Sustained wind gusts of 80 miles per hour, the highest sustained thus far. I am joking. I'm in a 4-star, 4-story Yes, water may be in the phone. I apologize if you can't hear me well. Try and cover up the sound, the microphone that is in wet. Guys, if you're just joining, my name is Grant Beckman. We are in Naples, Florida. The parking garage on 12th Street. We have had wind gusts up to 120 miles per hour. Winds are sustaining around 65 to 70 miles per hour, sometimes around 80 miles per hour at times. Mile per hour wind gusts. are watching the house across the street. It is holding steady. We're very glad to see that. We don't see any signs of structural damage as of right now. Just vegetation, and this is a good sign.
I don't know how it's going either, but hey.
I'm really impressed by this palm
Gusts
tree.
may have weakened just a bit. Sustained winds around
That thing has
60
gotta
miles
be-
per hour. Gusts hitting
Gotta be
around
at least
90
a
to
40-foot
95 miles
tree.
per hour at this point.
Cannot believe it's still standing.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
This
I
is
know.
Category 3 winds.
We're all friends. On the other side of the parking garage is my good friend Michael Walker. He's bending over 50 tropical cyclones. Well over.
Uh-oh. Well, let's see. Nope. I think he lost his feed too. Yeah, that's too bad. Yep. No, it's news. Wonder where this person's at.
Other than I can, I don't know. Does that water look like it's over the sidewalk behind my house? I can't tell.
Wonder where this guy's at.
Where's the water coming from? This is all rainfall.
Definitely windy.
This is all rainfall. I'm not close enough to the ocean for this to be a surge yet. The wind is still going towards the ocean, so it doesn't make sense that this is a surge.
Where you at, dude?
Is my house flooding? Not yet. My house is a couple steps up, so water is starting to get into the garage, which is on the ground floor, but my house is good right now. You can see the wind is clearing up. You can kind of see it clearly now. I might be going into the eye now. Yeah, it looks like it. I'm getting into the eye. Run, Forrest, run. Only in the garage. Yeah. This is a different storm than 30 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago, I was outside. I was sitting down, filming everything. This is the first time I've felt in danger that I need to go inside. How come I didn't evacuate? I needed to board up my house, and I know my house could withstand the winds. Which it is. I can go somewhere safe. Right down the stairs, and in that room is a storm room right here on the... Right here. It's completely made out of concrete. Right now I'm just looking out this window that shows the back of my house. So if anything does go wrong, I'm just going right into that room. Power's been off for about 2 hours.
Question is, where are you at?
Like I said, at most the water is gonna come into the garage, maybe a foot. But like I said, the rest of my house is about 3.5, 4 feet above the garage. The garage is the lowest point in the house, so like I said, at most I think the garage will fill up a little bit, but the rest of the house will be fine. I thought the worst of the storm would be after the eye, because then the winds would be coming from the ocean, which would be faster winds. But this seems, I mean, this is pretty bad. My house just vibrated again. Something just snapped. Don't know what that was. Yep. My house is vibrating right now. I can feel it in my feet.
That's crazy.
I don't know, can you guys hear that? That wind?
Wow, look at them waves of sheets of rain. Oh, you can see some rotation spreading the rain.
And here
Whoa.
comes the wind again, yep.
That's crazy, man. There could be a rain-wrapped tornado nearby.
Yeah, I kid you not. If you guys were here for my first stream earlier today, this was the same little creek that I showed earlier. I mean, you could see, it was, what, maybe 15 feet wide? Now it's like 50 feet. It's from the forest all the way to the back of my house. Yeah. I don't even want to look on the side of my house. I don't even want to see it. Any neighbors? Yeah, I have neighbors all around me. So if anything goes bad, I can run across the street. But, or vice versa, because some of my neighbors only have 1 story, and this house is 2 stories, so if the flooding does get bad, I'm sure they'll come over here. But right now I am by myself. actually got a helmet on just in case. I don't know, just in case something like falls apart on top of me. I got a helmet for protection. Yes, I do have house insurance and flood insurance, so that's good. Look at all those trees. Those trees are all donezo. Gave up. Okay. Now the winds are coming from the... I'm going to check my garage doors because garage doors were taking a beating. I feel wind. That means wind's been seeping in. You see those 3 windows are part of the garage door. The garage door been bending in because then it was really beating up the front of the house. See, that's the window I was looking at. It's sort of clearing up. It's the first time this whole day that I'm a little shaken. I got a bunch of adrenaline right now. Can't even hold my hand still. Oh my gosh, yep. My house is an island right now. I'm not sure. I would say, I mean, either the eye wall is like just to the side of me, or I'm about to go in it, or I mean the eye. And then once that's past me, it's less than 7 hours until it's completely gone. I mean, I would say 4 hours from now, I should be able to walk outside. You see, that's my front door. There's a pool right outside the front door, and it's overflowing. But like I said, it's only I'd say ankle. Sorry, I just got a phone call. It's about ankle height above the normal levels. But yeah. Oh, you can see that kind of cleared up. You can kind of see my neighbor's house. Doesn't look like any broken windows over there. Definitely looks like some trees are missing because it wasn't that clear before. There's my other neighbor's house. Go to this side. See what it looks like over here. Yep. Yep, this whole kitchen is vibrating right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that bass. That's more above. Yeah, if you guys were watching earlier, this is way worse. I don't even want to go outside. Earlier I was walking all around. Look out the side window. Oh shoot, that mattress I had against the doors, I gotta put that back.
Yeah.
It's a good thing the wind's not coming at me, so I don't need to do that right away. Wow. Yeah, the wind is going towards that yellow house. My neighbor who lives in that yellow house keeps texting me, asking me if his house is still alive. My dad keeps texting me saying, watch out for this, watch out for that.
He's having a problem with this one too.
You can even hear the wind seeping in. Well, it looks like water is getting into the garage. Yep. Are you just a wee bit scared? A little bit. I'm gonna check the side door and see how that water getting in on the side. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm in the garage and my feet are stepping in puddles. Shit. Yep, there's a tree. The water is coming in.
Let's say his. What the heck? Well, let's see. Darn it, these are the guys I was watching earlier. Are broadcasting, which sucks. Wait out. is this person?
I just saw everything flying towards us like dust.
Gosh, definitely.
Where we all going?
I'm personally safe. I'm going to drive.
I think the sun's coming out. Sun's coming out.
No. Lost him again. Dang it. Oh. That's never good. Just as the possibility of maybe. Oh, this is the dude I was watching earlier. He's out now driving around.
Just gotta grab it.
Try to get this to go.
Can you guys hear? Listen to the frogs.
What the heck did he do to his feed? That's crazy. There we go.
It may actually be alarms too. Fire alarms. Yeah, it looks like it may have some roof failures on the north side of 41 in the residential area. See some roofs kind of peeled off.
So he's in the eye right
Continue to make my
now.
way back west on 41. A lot of tree damage, power line damage. I call the damage so far in the light to moderate, not heavy or catastrophic in this area. I call it moderate. Light to moderate damage. It's going to be the mobile home and the shelters like that had the more significant damage. Chris, I don't know right now. I don't have time. I'll figure it out in a minute. This is Jeff. Chris, I don't know. I can't talk to you right now. It's on the other phone. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Bye. Let's see if I can continue to come north. Come up northwest. I gotta make sure I stay in this eye wall. The winds are super nuts. I got damage on both sides. Most of the tree damage is leaning to the south. Most of the trees and stuff is going to be, everything's leaning south. There's that little water inlet there, canal. I know as this back wall comes in, the storm surge will start coming up. And I can tell it's getting real dark ahead of me, which means that the storms are, I'm going to be back in the eye wall pretty quick here. I'm rapidly moving in. I'm coming in with the eye wall. It's just a real narrow eye wall before the damage starts again. That's what we have here. Okay, the 7-Eleven here has parts of the awnings ripped off, sheet metal. A lot of signs blown out. All the stores, north side and south side, or east and west side of 41. There's power lines down, large trees down. This is going to be the filled up there. One of the gas station, Sunco. I filled up, got gas there. Power lines are on top of the Sunco. We do have telephone and power lines on the Sunco building. Power lines continue. All the power lines failed on the south, technically the west side of 41 there. I think how you qualified here in Southwest Florida. West side of 41. It all fell back to the south-southwest.
That's a much lower resolution.
Still at this point, no catastrophic damage or even heavy damage. The roof of this 4-story unit here is peeled off. Again, it's, a lot of it's sheet metal, aluminum, condominiums, mobile homes, trailers, fifth wheels. Those receive more moderate damage to heavy damage, especially in the eastern eye wall from Marco Island up north to 951 and 41. That's where the damage is more concentrated. I definitely, and as soon as you guys get a break on the fire department, I'll contact them in Naples. They probably need to send, I didn't see anybody injured, but you probably wouldn't send a unit to that'd be 951 and 41 south. That's going to be the southeast corner, and about 2 blocks south. That's where about 50 mobile homes receive moderate damage, and there are people in those mobile homes coming out of the mobile homes that are damaged. They've been ripped open. Continue to come back to the west here, tracking along 41, tracking rapidly back toward Naples. It's getting very dark ahead of me, which means that the winds are going to pick up. The larger trees are down. The farther closer to Naples you get, the bigger the trees are coming down, and actually the damage looks like it might start getting heavier. Almost the power's out. Continue to track to the west on 41. There's people walking down the streets here.
What?
Let's stop here. Make sure he's okay. Are you okay? You okay? Okay.
Walking down the
Okay.
street.
People give me thumbs up side and they're okay. There's people coming out looking for. Here's more damage.
Better not spend too much time out, because the back wall's coming.
There's a large roof off the back of the roof's off there. You can see in the center of the parking lot. A lot of the roof come off. Some of the roof came off the shopping center here. Lowry's, or I can't read it back there. Lowry's warehouse or market, food store. It looks like. Again, I'd call the damage light to moderate. Light to moderate, not heavy damage. I'd call it light to moderate. Looks like depends on what the back wall does. It looks like we managed to escape a huge bullet. We'll see what the back wall does. I don't think it'll be as bad, but we've got the storm surge coming, so we've got to worry about that. It's coming in, and the back southwest wall will come in, potentially if you come into Naples. They've got stoplights hanging. This is going to be at Palm Drive and 41. Palm Drive and 41. You've got power lines down, and you've got lights hanging from this intersection. That's going to be Palm Drive and 41. We get right away from those are definitely open, exposed wires. Okay, getting away from that. Continue to track west. Got again light to moderate damage. A lot of it palm trees have fallen over into houses, condos. Looks like another mobile home park back here. I see trees and things on the mobile homes back to my southwest there. Trees have fallen back in these neighborhoods in here. Roofs have been peeled off. But again, not heavy damage, but again, light to moderate. Smells like oil. Hang on. I got it. I'm sure some things got in the water, but I smell real heavy oil, gas smell. Not gasoline, kind of a gas smell, gasoline, not natural gas, but more of a gas, kind of an oil byproduct, like fuel. Uh-oh.
Oh, of course. Come on. Bring the feed back up.
Stand by. Okay, I've got something major. I got something. What's that?
Come on, dude. Feeds always go down when it gets good.
What's that sound? What's that? this?
That's the sheriff's office, or the courthouse parking.
Sheriff's office, courthouse parking, generators going, okay? Sheriff's office is up and running. They got power at the sheriff's office. The generators are engaged and operating. The sheriff's office, you can see they got lights there. That's what I was hearing. Yeah, it's courthouse, Colbert County. I hear the generators are engaged. They're operating in Colbert County. You have emergency power at the courthouse. Okay, I'm coming in deeper. Got shopping center, Roosevelt Hill. Back, nothing. Yeah, got some flood water. Okay, this is going to be at the corner. Where are we at here? At Cross Street, just west of the sheriff's office. This is going to be at Airport, Pulling Road, and 41. I've got some more. Lights down, and it's still it's still trying to work. Look at that. Well, it's flickered in. Don't see that every day for sure. Okay, the water was high here. Wait, look at it. I don't know if it's backwater and storm.
Darn it.
Or what we had here, but there's water surging closer. That may be a mobile home. It looks like down that road there. I can't see for sure. Let me look down there real quick. Looks like we may have. Let me look at. Yeah, there's definitely water. I can't tell down that road if they collapsed or if there's a part or not. They're close. Okay, lots of sheet metal. So this is going to be sheet metal from the mobile home park to the north here that's come across the street. So there are mobile homes that have just...
Yeah, and that sheet metal's going to go flying the other way once the back wall
that come apart on the south side, or maybe the north side of things. About 6, 8 inches, not too bad. This is just kind of inland flooding. It's not storm surge. This is just like inland flooding. I'm gonna. Well,
this dude ain't even in a 4-wheel drive. He's just in like, it looks like what, a Chevy Trans.
when it's here, about 4 inches deep here. Again, no heavy damage, but definitely some light to moderate damage in places. So it looks like that worst damage probably was back or off of back to the north of Marco Island, up to 41. This area's got about 6 inches of water, 4 to 6 inches of water. It goes 41. Oh, my cross street here. I'm trying to find a cross street. Looks like the signs have actually been ripped off, so I can't tell you where I'm at here. Let me just look at a map. That's going to be Bay Shore and 41. This is Bay Shore and 41. That's where I'm at now. That's where the water's deeper at, Bay Shore and 41. Continue to track west toward Naples. A little bit more sign damage sign, plastic signs. Okay, got a lot of light poles down. This is going to be in the westbound lanes here. These are all light poles here at the car wash, the Naples car wash. I wasn't in that one, but there's the light poles laying across the road. Yep. Wow. Some more flooding. Looks like we got some backwater flooding coming in. Some of these backwater streams starting to drizzle on me. I've got to watch radar here, make sure I don't get caught in this thing. I'm coming into town. I'm gonna be at a secure location. Okay, the instant Jiffy Lube, it blew the north doors in. The Jiffy Lube blew the north doors in. So it's been compromised. I got a roof off across the street here. That's the roof off of the shopping center on the north side of 41 here on the right. Looks like I've got a lot of telephone poles down that broke over. That's going to be on the east side of 41. Location now coming into this area. Obviously, we broke the whole complete telephone poles in this area. You see the lines laying; those are heavy. Those are definitely heavy transmission lines. Let's see the corner where I'm at here at this location. That's going to be at Palm Street and 41. Palm Street and 41. The heavy poles down. Those are going to be big feeder lines coming southeast out of Naples. I'm going to go on the other side here. Get my emergency flashers on. Got lights going. Little Italian. There's huge trees uprooted there. Again, everything's laying to the southwest of the eye. Now the debris is laying more to the southeast because the eye coming ashore right over us. And got some power lines down here. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the other side of the road here. I'll go switch back. We're gonna do a turn around here, get on this other side. Got numerous alarms going off on businesses in this area. Lots of just the normal security alarms, fire alarms going off. Don't see any fires, but just the normal type of lines going off, alarms. Continue to come into the southeast side of Naples now on 41, US 41, coming in on the southeast side. It's still in the eye wall. Barely. I mean, it's really close. I'm almost in the city. There's another high set of tension line wires down. Stop signs are down. Stop lights are down. Some more stuff. Wow, thank you. Chris, thank you on that. 100-mile-an-hour winds all the way from Naples all the way up to Tampa Bay. Just got that weather service. Some of the yacht deals here have metal roofs ripped off. I gotta keep checking radar. Coming into town, there's a shell shack, and it has the east side roof peeled off. Okay, there I am. I'm just barely in the eye wall. There's the eye wall. You can see where I'm at. A blue dot coming in Naples. Okay. Some of the restaurants here sustain some damage. Again, I call it light. I call it light damage. This is Naples. So far, it looks reasonable. They got some backwater here. I switched, jump the road here. Just bear with me. It's got some water across the road here. I must just pass the Hyatt. Okay, I'm gonna check, turn around here. Gotta check something out. Stand by. Go on the other side here. Don't want to go any farther. That's backwater. I'm gonna turn around. Let's get some things down. Not too bad. Got some. Here are some alarms. I got You know, these are security alarms going off in all the areas up here on the water. Goodlet, Frank Road, and 41. A lot of fire security alarms going off on the north side. I'm sure windows and maybe roofs been breached, and the fire alarms are going off. But don't see no fires. Just standard security alarms going tripped. Yes, this is where I was at last night. I'm gonna check on everybody. There's John, the manager. Talk to him. You guys okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay. Hey, you okay? Okay, you all right? East was a lot worse damage. East from Marco Island up to 41. There's a lot of the mobile homes east over there took a lot of moderate damage, and there's they're ripped apart. But the power line grid's all the way down for like 10, 15 miles. All the big poles are down, laying south. Just different sporadic roofs around town have different sheet metal ripped off different places, but the damage seems to be worse.
That place over there lost its roof.
Across the street. Do you got any? You okay at the hotel?
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, no damage.
No power, but
No, yeah, right, no
yeah.
power. We'll get that fixed.
Hey, are we kind of in the eye right
Yeah,
now?
we're in the eye. We're in the eye. Here, let's look at radar real quick. And it's look, we're right. You might want to take a picture. Yeah, I can see. Let me do a screen grab for you. And then you can just go and take a picture. Go ahead and take a picture.
Take talk to the guy from the city.
Okay, sure. They want me to talk to the city of Naples real quick. These are the fire and emergency operations people. So yeah, there he is. There's the chief guy. Let me go talk to him real quick. This is the chief, the guys of the city. I was talking to these guys this morning. folks.
It's been downgraded to a category 2, which is good. Now if it could stay on a northern trajectory, then it should really fizzle out. Not completely. Just don't want to take a northwest track and get back out into that warm water. Turn this on here.
This is the city. This is city of Naples with fire rescue. Yeah, it blew over. I left it down because the power lines. I didn't want to grab. How you doing, buddy? You all right, guys? All right. So this is the city of Naples with fire command and command. It was bad, buddy. It was bad. I mean, I thought the store was going to blow away.
I got some great footage.
Periscoping. Okay, you guys, we're continuous cover. We are at the a Hyatt resort.
Oh, yeah.
The Hyatt House.
Hyatt House.
And no damage here. Let's just show this right quick because this. I'll tell you right now, this is Hyatt House in Naples, Category 4. These are all rated up to about 180 mile winds on the doors. This is where we stayed out last night. This place is an amazing facility. The general manager, we helped him. He helped us. This is where we stayed last night. No damage on here. They got guys up on the roof. I don't know if they got any metal come off here, but I think we're fine. This property took the brunt of it. We could say we do have some water coming up here. Our next problem we've got is the back eye wall is only about 3 miles away. That's what we're talking to the fire chief about and the city operations officers. And there's some buildings across the street here have lost the metal roofs, but the storm surge will be coming because we're going to go back to west-southwest winds at about 80 to 85 in about the next 5 minutes. That's when the water could come up here on the canal, but right now I don't think it's going to be as bad as we thought earlier. Would you say that's a fair assumption, Jeff? You got Jeff Gammons here.
If you look at the water coming in for the bay here, you can see it streaming in already. It's slowly.
You do have water coming in the bay? Okay, so
I just
Jeff.
walked back there.
Okay. Jennifer, was you stay here the whole time?
I was, yeah, and I was on the back side and then this front side, so.
Do you want to jump in the car with me and just go down the street, or do you want to?
No, I'll be good.
Okay, you're good. Okay, I'm gonna go back and look for some more stuff. So right now, everybody's worried about storm surge. And of course, we have about an 8-10-story parking garage. This is where we parked last night. So if the storm surge does come in here, we don't think it's going to be as bad as we thought. But we can rapidly go up this, and so all the cars are safe here. The residents are safe, and that's why we took this location. We also have emergency operations, fire, and EOC has their building. But we also got fire and emergency operations ongoing in this building here. This is where we're standing. We'll be at this facility tonight as well and doing damage. Jeff, the trees from here over to 41 going to Marco, all the trees were shredded. I don't know if a vortex went down the road. I've never seen anything like it from the ball of the tree all the way up to 100 feet. The trees are all shredded. They're all debarked, 100% just raw wood all the way up. I've never seen anything like it. Error. So this is Naples. I'm at Naples, kind of the fire command. That's one of the firemen you're seeing right there. And I just told them about the mobile homes with people back in them east. I don't. They probably can't dispatch a truck right now, but as soon as it dies down, we'll get help to those neighborhoods back the other side. Here comes the backside.
Everyone's getting their dogs out here before the...
I know everybody's getting their dogs out. It's I'm going to reposition here. I'm just going to be right in this area. I will be back here tonight. We'll get our lights going. I'll park somewhere on this parking deal. Well, we got power. They got the bills up, so we should be good, right? Yeah. Okay. And I'll be back in our room here in a little bit. Okay. Yep. Okay. So got the manager here. Let me see. Everybody's trying to. We got the store manager, we got the operations manager, the engineers, the hotel here. That's one of the owners, right there, one of the managing groups. You guys good for right now? I'll be back in about an hour or so. I'm just going to do it real quick. I'm going to go over the bay side. Not that long. Probably, the back eye wall is exposed. I don't think it's going to last that long. I mean, move to a loop.
And that might help with the storm surge a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. It'll make a big difference. Absolutely. Okay. I don't think it's going to be near as bad on this backside because it's open. It's an open eye wall. Okay. I'm not saying no wind, but I mean, we're going to have some winds 60, 80 miles an hour. And as you can see, it's starting to rain again, so the winds will start picking up.
But this thing, if it keeps moving north, it'll kind of come through and clip us, but it's going to be north of us soon, right?
Well, yeah, it's crawling. It's not surging. It's one of those slow processes,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Maybe say 2 or 3 hours of maybe an hour of 70 to 80.
Okay.
And then it'll go down to 60 and then 50. But the good news is it's gonna pull.
And I think the surge is going to be a little bit less.
I think the surge is going to be a little bit less right here, but we'll keep your eye on it when we come to the southwest wind.
Yeah.
It's going to come in here. Jeff Gammons is really good. He's living in Florida. He's the guy walking around your property. He says the water's coming north into your canal right now, right behind the building.
Right.
He goes, the water's coming up. You can see it, and it's surging back to the north.
Yeah, we're going to go look at it right
Okay.
now.
Stay safe, my friend.
Yeah, I'll be back. Do you need
Jeff,
anything
thanks
else?
a lot.
You bet, buddy. If I find anything else, that's the only thing I found right now.
Okay.
You got your card and all.
Anything? You guys still got my card?
Yeah.
Definitely send me anything that
I will. I'll call
could
you.
be of interest.
I will. If anybody stops and says they need help, but so far I didn't. Just people are, I think, just chalked because they're places blow away over there.
Okay.
But that's it so far.
Okay. Where you heading?
Just in town here, watching the storm surge.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Chief. Okay, that's a fire command here at Naples Hotel. They've got an EOC. And we've been working with the city of Naples, helping them prepare kind of what we thought was going to happen and the intensity of it. And so far, we're a little bit better off than we thought, but the damage east of here is about what we anticipated. Cat 3, type damage. Stand by. Swarm of tornadoes moving west coast. Okay, Chris, thanks. Chris, okay, I'm looking at the water. Ooh. There's the canal. Let me see what we've got here. Let me see out the window here. Okay. It's not over the bridge. I mean, it's coming up. Go back. We'll try to find this other canal here in the city. There's little canals that come up, and I'm going to get over on that street and see the water, what it's doing. I think so far we're okay. I think we're going to be okay here. As far as the little inlet canal, I need to go back behind the building. I need to go back the other way and turn around. A little damage. Am I making a view here? And this is going to be continuous coverage. Hurricane Irma has made landfall at Marco Island, and there's some trailers flipped. These are just here. I'll show you guys real quick. I'll just do this real quick. If you can see out there, you got some things that have flipped over. Those are just some trailers that have flipped over. Okay, they're probably just some storage trailers or something like that. Again, anything that was lightweight, such as mobile homes, trailers, fifth wheels that were not secured, tied down, those are the things that had the most damage in them so far. Looks like we've got water coming up here. This is real close to the little channel here. Yeah, the water in this little channel area is coming up. It's not high. It's maybe 6 inches, maybe a foot. Not high, too high. Yep, about 6 inches. So that's the area where they've got a little bit of water right here at the little inlet right here. This is in Naples Bay is where I'm at. I'm on the west side of Naples Bay in the city of Naples. So far, storm surge has not been too bad here. It's still within its banks, but we've not been hit with the west wall, but it's very, very close to coming in on top of us here. Now, the rain's increasing, and we're about ready to go around to southwest winds, and that'll come up. Going over the bay now. It's rising. It is rising. It's much harder than it was. Cat 2 now. Thank you, Chris. Irma's Cat 2 now. Continue to come down in intensity. Wow. Okay. Here's a bridge where the water is. Let me look at it. Yeah, the water's, it's not surging north. It's still about 2 foot, and maybe even more. Let me take a real quick hop over the wall here. Let's do this real quick. I think there's state people watching my stream here. Weather Service, Miami. Okay, the water, it's down about, it's right now we're good. It's down about, it's not too bad. There's one. It looks like it's down about 3 foot below the top of the wall, so right now we're fine, but the southwest wind hadn't hit us yet. But this is probably about 1.5 feet here on this side, about 3. This is the Naples Bay. This is the area we were concerned about in Naples. If the water, depending on how hard it's surging in here, how high the water is going to get. But right now it looks like we're okay with that. Thank you. You all right? So,
You want a good picture? There's a tree down
huh?
over the road. There's a tree.
Oh, yeah, there's tons of trees and power lines. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And there's a. Thanks, Chris. So the next problem we'll have is try to get into darkness here, mark on the south. Let me look here. But I keep my eye on the radar. It's sweep on top of me here. It's 5 o'clock. The eye, still in the eye. I'm still in the eye. At this time, still in the eye. Still in the eye wall. The southwest wall is about to come on top of me now. It's about to come over me. We're going to stop. I'm not going to go back out of town again. Just kind of doing some real quick things here in Naples. Naples, damage. Oh, there's some heavier damage down here. Let me go check out this. Got to be careful. Let me see. Put it this way. Hang on. Got to be careful. All kinds of reasons. Again, so far, more light. I'd call it light damage and Naples at this point. Light damage. But the back wall hasn't hit yet, but I'd call it light damage. There's something that's come off a building. It's probably a roof down here. I'm seeing a huge something collapse there on the road. Go a little slow here. Right now, this looks like a lot of sheet metal off of houses, some roofs, some businesses. Here's a sheet metal. Not sure where that came from or what happened. It looks like a roof off something. The roof's peeled off this and landed here. Out of the northwest is the eye. The center of the eye passed just east of here, past east of Naples. Between Naples and maybe about 7 miles east of here is where the intense eye will pass. Based on the debris and the direction of the debris that's looking to the northwest of the eye, all the max winds were pushing back to the southeast in Naples. They're in the northwest eye wall. Some light street flooding here, not too bad. Overall, it's not too bad here. It's not too bad here. You see the water. Here, trucks running. Water. There's again you can see telephone poles down, trees down, water across streets.
Well, what happened to his feed? That's interesting. He just all of a sudden lost his feed. Like Okeechobee. Wind's picking up. Yeah, I do not know what happened to him. You can go on Periscope and find different people doing feeds. But everybody seems to be losing their feed, probably because of the damage to, you know, somewhat damage to infrastructure. Some areas are very much looking like, so far now the back wall still has to come around and the storm surge has to come in, but right now a lot of the areas are looking like, you know, the damage isn't, you know, as extensive as what they feared. But like I said, they're only halfway through this. But as I'm going down through periscopes, there are different people with feeds. But a couple guys that had some really good feeds, they'll be up for a short while and then they just, without any warning, go down. So, and I was trying to stay more along, like, right where it came ashore, because there's plenty of feeds, but some of these feeds are like way up in Florida and stuff. So anyways, I probably will just go ahead and, I know it's been downgraded to a 2 now, so that's good news. Okay, here's this guy, Jeff.
Moderate. We're here. It's very light damage. There's a few roofs off. There's awnings ripped off.
Yeah.
Trees down, uprooted. Telephone poles down. But the damage overall in the city of Naples is a light, and the sense that this doesn't mean that some roofs off some businesses. But I'm saying overall, it's very light compared to east of here. East of here, the damage is more in the moderate. And the mobile home areas over there, some moderate to heavy damage on some of the mobile homes. There's probably roughly about 50 to 70 mobile homes with moderate damage in them. And I told the police operations and fire command that they probably, as soon as the weather breaks, they need to probably send probably a couple engine companies and probably an ambulance over there just in case somebody needs help. But there are people in those mobile homes. I didn't see anybody built. Of course, now this is the city of Naples, and the city limits here has much higher building standards as far as code goes, and you clearly see that in the damage. So if you build a better property, you put the hurricane shutters on, the hurricane clips when you're building your construction, whether it be new construction or whether it be commercial building. I was a builder in Tulsa for 15 plus years, and I can tell you, have those hurricane clips makes all the difference, even during tornadoes, whether the roof can potentially rip off or not rip off. So it does make an impact, and it does make a difference. Right now, again, I'm in east side of Naples. I'm going to say the damage in this area, I haven't been over every city block, but I'd call it, we have some street flooding, 4 to 6 inches around the city, and a lot of signs like Walgreens sign there. We have things that are, the normal stuff is going to come down when you have 120 mile an hour winds. But the damage is a little bit heavier off to the east there, off of 41. That's going to be, I believe that road is 951 back south there, down to Marco Island. Don't know. We'll need to check on Everglades City and see how they fared. In Everglades City, we might be able to run down there and do that. That's about an hour trip at least. Let me check on this guy, make sure he's okay. You okay, buddy? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, thank you. Just checking on people. Everybody's out surveying their houses and businesses and damage. People walking the streets. I don't think the back eye wall is going to be near as bad as the front side. The front side over east there was wicked. If you guys watch the stream, it was definitely wicked. On the northeast eye wall was just it was crazy. I'll check the barometer readings a little bit later. I've got them recorded. They're recording the continuous time, so I'll be able to pull that data up in a little bit. We're busy right now doing other things here, so I'll bring up the barometric pressure. We'll relay that information later. The water did come up. We did have some water up higher. You can see the debris, like basically it's the debris line everything floating into the water. It's down about probably good foot and a half, 2 foot. You can see the debris line there. This is water that came up in the city of Naples during the heavy rain, and probably some back water with some of the creeks and tributaries. And I'll back up with you also. Hurricane Irma is now continue up the northwest coast. I'm still in the southwest eyewall where we're getting rain, and we're getting ready to go switch to southwest winds, maybe about 80. It's not quite as intense of a hurricane now. It's down to category 2. There we go. We finally, let me show you this. This is, I gotta take pictures of this. I gotta get on. Here we are. We're going partly cloudy skies. I'm in the eyewall, and there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Still got a little bit of low clouds, but not totally clear skies here. But I'm in the eye. We're in the eye and Naples, barely. Northwest eyewall.
He's in the palm. Yeah, he's inside the...
So the good news so far in Naples, yes, we've lost power. Yes, there is damage around. And I don't know of any rescues right now. I do not know of a single injury or fatality anywhere in this area. Right now, I've not come across that. But the damage is, I'd say, light. For example, if you look at these telephone poles right here, the city of Naples right there, you got poles leaning over, power lines down. It's the normal, pretty much the normal kind of damage you're going to see when you have, category 3 to category 4 type hurricane making landfall.
So by now, obviously,
Here's the telephone poles. These are more substantial. All the telephone poles here are broke. They broke to the south. The winds were very mega intense as the eye wall passed near and just east of here. The approximate eye wall passed roughly the center, maybe 8 miles southeast of here. And those winds were out of the northwest, and they were very, very strong. And I think there'll be. I think we're gonna find some numbers in the 130 range, 135, especially north of Marco Island. That area definitely had some very intense eye wall action, and so did we up north there. Yes. So I'm in the southeast side of Marco Island right now. Or scratch that. I'm on the far southeast side of Naples. Just too much stuff going on. Here's a little bit. This is what you get to be concerned about. That's a power line. It's a small one. Doesn't matter. It'll still fry you, kill you if it's hot. So you got a power line here, and it's dripping down over the road. That's why in about an hour or two, it's going to be extraordinarily dangerous to be out past 6 or 7 o'clock tonight with power lines dripping over the road, because this is what's going to be faced all over the southeast coast from Tampa all the way north. It's this kind of stuff. Tree power lines. That kind of stuff. I'm trying to survey a little bit heavier damage. Back to the east here. This is on 41, looking to the south. Again, I've got more telephone poles broke. This is kind of a more moderate damage. I will tell you, as you go east from Naples, the damage is a little bit heavier. You have different building codes, and some of these are older properties, not new properties like you are in the city of Naples with some of the new housing and hotels. We're in a category 4 hurricane-proof hotel, which was fantastic. I highly recommend that place, by the way. The Harvey House in Naples, highly recommend it. And the people there were wonderful, and they're very concerned about the locals and giving them shelter. Okay, so again, most of the heavier damage is off east here. They call it moderate. Again, roofs ripped off. There's a looks like they got apartments, got sheet metal. And then go down here. This looks like they've got damage in this neighborhood. This is probably a little bit of mobile homes area. But check this out. A lot of sheet metal here, so this probably has some modular homes come apart.
Hey, you got something dragging, man.
Thank you. I'm gonna watch. I got something under the car. Check on these guys down here. Just a lot of debris.
He's driving around. He's not even on the 4-wheel drive. He's in like
You okay? Okay, thank you, sir. Just real soft, the shingles. There's a little bit of hot water, a couple inches here, not too bad. I'm not going to go in too deep. As you can see, the winds were pretty intense here. We've got sheet metal wrapped around street signs. I've got people and about a foot of water in the middle of the road walking down the road here. These are the neighborhoods on the southeast of Naples. As this is some of the inland storm surge water coming in. This is also fresh water. and also some of the creeks and tributaries in the area have come up and causing
We
some
still have the
areas
storm
more sheet metal.
and the backside of the storm.
Sheet metal went flying through all these neighborhoods and hit things. Telephone poles. There's more people here on my right. Let's see how. You guys okay? Yeah, we're fine. Yep. Okay. There's a street there. Came out here. So far, I've not found any come across anybody with injuries. If we have any injuries, it's going to be in the mobile home park where I was filming just north of there.
Yeah,
And I'm
there's a
probably going
couple
to run
mobile
back
home
over
parks
there.
that-
Now they've had
that
time to
pretty
get out of there.
extensive
People
damage.
have had time to go out. I'm going to go
Mobile
back to
homes
the mobile home
aren't
park
rated for
back
this
east and let's look and check on those people
Yeah.
and see if the fire's going to get an engine company
You'd be
coming
surprised
east.
if there's anything left
I'm
of
going to go
any
back
of them
over there and
mobile
I'll
homes.
call back to
You get
the
some
fire.
of them-
There's Simon and those guys.
But some of the mobile homes, they start coming apart. Debris starts flying, it starts hitting the other mobile homes. And everything just goes, you know. And once something's happened there, then it just goes. We still got some location here. So
That's
that's
interesting.
Tampa, I don't know. Because we haven't watched to see if it's still supposed to head off this way. If it's just going to continue
People are checking on the
straight
stores.
north.
Just
I don't think they know.
This is Naples, Highway 41, southeast of Naples, heading down to Marco Island. So far in the city of Naples, I'd call the damage light, but there's some roofs, sheet metal roofs off of some businesses. Light flooding, call it very light flooding. Some freshwater flooding as well, some of the little tributaries, backwater. Not so much storm surge, but just a little bit. Not too bad. The storm surge so far in Naples has been light, really not much in. It stayed well within the Naples little bay there, coming into the city.
It hasn't came in yet. These people are crazy, man. They're sitting out there walking in water, and there's power lines down.
It should
So
be in, though, because that only makes sense, because they should be
Looks like the water came up about 6 inches to a foot in some of the either side of 41 here. Here's the lights that were down earlier. Fix this right here while I've got a chance to stop. Again, this is, don't want to, just take a picture real quick. Uh-oh.
just
Guys, go driving too fast. Slow down. Okay. I'll be go back here to the mobile home park, make sure that there's nobody injured and that everybody's fine. And then
come on.
I'm gonna go back into
You can't see
Naples
the trees
and before
starting to move a
sundown
little
and
bit now
get
because they were
secured
dead calm.
at the at our facility. There's no
So-
power, so
You're getting close to the
it'll
back
be
wall.
hot room. I took a
see.
big jug and put it in the freezer before I left the room.
Yep,
Did
then
that
you
at midnight
definitely
last
pick
night.
that
It
up.
was rock solid 1 gallon jug of ice before I departed this morning. So far, here's another little canal, little crossover. The water's fairly low through here. Not much of a storm surge at this location. Still in the eye, southwest eye wall. So far, the southern eye wall's not been much to talk about at all. It's very virtually non-existent as far as high winds or damage.
Needs to do is just come right up in here and then just
As you see, as it come east, the
completely
damage is a
fall
little bit
apart.
more, starts getting more intense, bigger trees, more power lines. The damage is
stays out of the
obviously
ocean, it
a
could
little bit
fall
more
apart.
intense as you come
It could be a
east.
tropical storm, which still cause damage and flooding and stuff. But what?
I don't think Ashland is once they are in the range, not too windy.
This thing now has been so unpredictable.
Yeah, but it's hit little patches and then ones that were big patches.
But nobody knew. If it would have done what they thought it was going to do days ago,
You see hotels, some businesses on the
then
south
they
side.
would have been in a lot of
This
danger.
technically the west side of 41 has some damage. Winds are picking back up again. We're calm for a while. Now the southwest eye wall starting to hit. The winds are just starting to pick up. Very, 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 very large pine tree on the road here. Let's see, that's a monster. He's a big boy. Okay, go right around this edge on the top. Okay,
Yeah, get his vehicle caught up on that thing.
again, damage. I'm going to show you something really unique. I wanted to get this. Of course, we can come back out tomorrow and do this as well when it's clear here, hopefully. Is the amount of trees that were debarked over here. We may have had some tornadoes come down 41, the only thing I can tell. Lots of power lines down, telephone poles down. Winds are starting to get gusty now. Here comes the back southwest eye wall. Starting to come in.
Yeah,
We're gonna
you can see.
starting to blow about 30 to 40 now. Location.
Should have seen him earlier when he was trying to
It's
get
picking up
out of the
really
storm.
quick.
Or I should say, trying to get to safety because it was hitting. He was flying.
Wow. Ooh, that water's coming in there. Wow, that's a little inlet channel there. That was definitely water coming in, coming back. Yeah, the winds are really picked up now. Here we go, back the other direction. Southwest wind now. We had damaging winds on the north. Now the winds are gusting 35. Look at the. I don't know if you guys can tell this or not.
Yeah,
let me just stop. I'm gonna stop and show you guys this. This is just amazing. We'll have to figure out what kind of wood this was. Always probably some form of pine tree, palm tree, pine tree type deal. Let me show you this. This is pretty interesting. We'll get some NOAA people. Emergency flashers on here. I'm gonna get the. Look at these trees here. They've been totally stripped. It's kind of like a tornado. I'm not sure we didn't have maybe some super high winds in here. I can smell the fresh wood. These are been debarked all the way from the bottom of the trees all the way to the top, 50 feet up, just shredded, just peeled off the outside bark. They may be a softer top wood, and maybe it's very easy to do that. I'm not familiar. The winds are picking up. I'm going to get the car. Anyway, look how these trees fall. Trees have been debarked here. Pretty interesting sight. Like that. Winds are picking up now.
Something the trees are capable of doing.
Not pine trees, yeah, they're not pine. They're kind of a palm. It's kind of a palm something. I'm not sure what exactly these trees are. Somebody local can tell us what all the
Hopefully they can
thousands of people on
expand,
Periscope, they can tell us what those trees are.
you know, that they
Native from here, so we know
Native,
every species a tree. Or every species a tree. But very interesting. But very interesting.
oh, he lost his feed. Let's see how it was repeating. Did that? Hopefully it gets it back. I wonder if this is a ditch over here, or
Probably a swamp land kind of.
if it's a little creek that goes beside the road, or if this is just a low area. Come on, dude. I wish he was able to broadcast in higher resolution also.
Which are back up on the southwest. I've
Much
got to
earlier he was, and maybe he was
start
having
watching
problems with
things
the
here.
connection, so he dropped the res. Because earlier it was a much nicer, clearer picture. But
Winds are picking back up. Probably gusting to 50 now. 50. Now we've got debris flying the other direction. Look at the trees are about to come down. Look at the trees in front of me, about to fall on this road. There we go. Look, the trees are about to come down this road. I'm gonna have to jump the curb here and go the other lane. Look at the tree spinning. These things are gonna come down really easy. Look at that. Look at that tree. He's thinking about just coming on over. He's about to fall. Yep. Let me get past him real quick. Look at that. Yep. Now that it's soft.
the ground's got to be saturated also.
Wind's about 50,
So
55.
I'm surprised that a bunch of these
Wow.
these tall trees aren't at least
Oh, that's the water
uprooted.
gushing out of the water line there. Quite a bit of damage. Off to my east here. Let's get this going. Just roofs off, poles down. I hear the south eye wall, the south side of the eye, and the south side of the hurricane is now coming back on top of Naples, and Marco Island has been in it for a while, but now we're up here on 41, starting to get the back eye wall now.
Possible tornado.
Sounds right, Chris. Cat 3. Yeah, sounds about right.
Earlier, they would have not known that if any of those any tornadoes were so rain wrapped, you wouldn't even see them. You'd have no idea they were there.
Hot in here.
It's a lot of rain.
It's mostly just wind that they have to worry about now.
No, there's still that storm surge.
I'm not talking about them, I'm talking about center.
Oh.
Plus,
Let me try to see if
if they're more than 5 miles inland or 10 miles inland, they don't have to worry about storm surge.
maybe.
Oh wow, oh wow. Let's see if I can see it, film it. Just had little miniature water spouts on the water spinning up, going north. That's amazing. Little water spouts. Almost back to the got more tree palms breaking. This area where I'm at here, just north of Marco Island. Put up on the road that goes south to Marco Island. Little sheet metal. Collier Boulevard. Wow.
That's a good thing.
Wow, that guy's flying. The truck flying northbound. Big time. Look at the, this is going to be, well, I'll call it, yeah, 951 and 41. 951 and 41, straight signs down. Stop lines, stop signs. I believe it was just, I think where I was at here. It's right down here where the mobile homes took some damage.
So you just want to go with best case scenario for the majority
It's getting really dark south of us.
of people.
Check the radar. It's getting
Not
really,
all
really
people,
black.
because
The
no
black
matter where
back
this
wall
thing goes,
was
there's
about to
gonna be
run
people
over me now.
affected,
It's going to
but
start. I
this
don't know
thing is to
how the
continue
wind's going to be.
straight
We're
pretty
going to have
much
some real
north,
strong gusts coming in.
so and stay out of the Gulf. 'Cause if it heads back into the Gulf, it could strengthen back up again.
You see, there's some flying debris again.
So best case scenario, pretty much, is to continue straight.
Get brought back into the Gulf because like the key is there, or like it's dragging.
I don't know if it's pulling it or pushing it.
Oh, they said that.
Well, what is
They
really?
said that storm's pulling it, and like the other storm is really.
The back wall's just
I haven't even watched
coming in now. I need to check on
any of
this.
the news
This is
in
another
hours to see
place I need to check
where
on
they
real quick.
have readjusted the path again, because today they've had it readjusted so many times. I mean, it's completely
Okay.
crazy how many times they've like,
This is
oh, well,
another
it's gonna
mobile
go
home
here,
area. It's about 75 to 100 mobile homes. They're kind of sheltered, but there is some damage here. This is a Holiday Manor mobile home area. Don't want to go into too far. A little bit of water. This is, again, this is a different area than the mobile home I was in earlier. It's damaged, but the home gave away. It's ripped open. It's a little bit of backwater here, fresh water flooding on the backside. Got signs down. Not real bad damage. There is some damage in here, but not as bad as the other mobile home areas. This is 41 and 591. This is on the road to Marco Island. So Marco Island North is where the most moderate damage is. The damage, there's lots of debris on the road up there, so I'm going to turn around, not go any farther. That's it there. Put you back on the deal here, and I'm going to go on up to back south here. I'll check some more things out. Stay with us here. Yeah, that was, when you, I can't go in and check Periscope. Most people who've been Periscope know that some guy that was on meth attacked me back about a year and a half ago after a Christmas tornado in Dallas and almost killed me, strangled me. So I don't stop for people that are on drugs at all. If you're going to do drugs and meth and run out in the middle of a Cat 3 hurricane and as your mobile home is blown apart, that's just, I can't help you. Sorry, I'm just not going to do it.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's to be expected that these mobile homes would fall apart. They're not built for anything.
Another thing that on the east side of the road here, the tall trees, as the debris was coming in from the northeast, then it collects all the debris and it just becomes a catch-all basin for everything. Oh wow. Wow, okay, this mobile home area, it's got moderate damage. Racetrack, okay. That's the jail area, isn't it? Okay, I got another mobile home park back here that's got more damage. Stay with us, we're trying to keep everything going here, guys. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. They got flying, the debris is flying through the air. This is crazy. Lots of sheet metal flying in the air, back again, back southbound. Some building collapsed here. Partial collapse of a building, not sure what it was. Stand by. This is just a building, some roof ripped off. This is, again, something came off. This is racetrack, but this came from another area. I'm not sure what it was. A roof of some kind, made apartments. Now the winds are gusting out of the southwest here, about 50 here, maybe 70, 50. Water's broke some sprinkler system. Water's gusting out. I just want to check these mobile homes back here, because I know I saw some of them destroyed back on the back side. There's a number of mobile homes back here that have damage. It's a little bit sheltered area, but a lot of the roofs are here. The roofs are off on a number of these units. Now the wind's coming up. I'm gonna turn around. I don't want to get too far deep in here, but just turn around real quick. Gulf Winds Estates is the area I'm in. If you're, this is the road down to Marco Island. The damage is a little bit more, light to moderate in this area, but definitely the damage does pick up as you come over this way, where we're in the northeastern eye wall, about 120, 125 mile an hour winds. This is like freshwater inland flooding right here. It's not storm surge, it's just fresh water with the heavy rains. A couple inches. Gotta watch the cross streets, make sure everybody's stopping. Wow. Now southwest wind about 50 probably. Southwest winds at 50. Okay, we're gonna go south real quick.
Looks like the eye's getting smaller.
It's getting really dark ahead. Let me check the radar. Yeah, I've got some bands coming in. That was a big missile. That was a stop sign. I would say do not enter stop sign. So it's interesting, if you're in Naples, the trees are all broke off and leaning to the southeast. And on the 591 road here, a lot of things are broke off from the east, leaning back to the southwest. So it's like the center pass just between Marco and Naples. Just immediately to the west of 591 is where the center of Hurricane Irma made landfall and tracked parallel and immediately to the west of 591 barely, based on everything I'm seeing, all the damage and the way the damaged debris field is. Now the winds are coming out of the southwest, and we're going to go south here, down here toward Marco Island. Okay, there's the Gulf area. That's been completely taken down. All the poles are broke there. Kind of thought that was going to happen. It did. It's down on the ground. But overall, I'd call the damage in the overall area, scope of things, light to moderate in some areas. And most of it, I'd call it light damage. We dodged a bullet here. Just how the eyewall and the structure came in, but now the southwest winds, I imagine the storm surge may pick up down here, Marco Island area. Watch that as those southwest winds are coming in now. Wow, okay, gusting to maybe 60 now.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big old whopper there. That is a big old whopper. Okay, let's look what we've got here.
What the heck?
Went over him earlier. Yeah, not too bad.
Dude, you need to get a four-wheel drive, man.
He's a big one.
You're driving around in for the most part a minivan. Oh, get more debris.
Yeah, hello everybody. What's wrong with the chat? What's wrong with the chat? Is it broke? Is it not working? You want me to get rid of it? Turn it off? What do you want me to do about the chat?
Me, I'm not the one narrating. That would be the actual feed. All I know is he is down. Basically, it sounds like the main road between Naples and Marco Island. He's heading south towards Marco Island. He came out of Naples. He's back in the backside of the storm. But the backside of the storm, well, now it looks like some rain bands are getting heavier again on the backside. But the eye is definitely becoming less less intense. Looks like it's getting smaller, which is good, obviously, and it's been downgraded to a 2. Looks like Fox is still saying that it's still set to take a track up the coast. Still trekking up through Tampa and all that. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, if it's going to do that, it's going to have to start turning. Because right now, and for a while, it looks like it's been going pretty much due north. So, I hope they're wrong. I hope it does go due north. So it can basically get out away from this water and keep downgrading to just, a tropical storm. I'm not sure what this... I wonder if he lost his feed altogether. Not sure. Did he lose his feed? This is the feed I'm watching right here by Jeff Petrowski. But looks like possibly he's lost his feed. We'll see. He lost it earlier. I don't know. I'd have to look up on the highway maps down there. I'm sure that he was talking about a road. But I'd have to bring up like a Google Maps or something to look at the highway structure down there. Let me see. Maps. Naples, Marco Island. Okay, I Actually, wow, that's more of a distance than I figured. He must have said 951 because 951 is a major road that does. Yep, I would guess that that's what he was saying. He must have been going down 41 and then jumped on 951 or Collar Boulevard, actually. At least that's what Google Maps is showing. That interstate or whatever 41 goes to Naples, and then it ties in to 951 that heads south to Marco Island. So the 951, I didn't hear him say it, but my guess is that that's the road. He's so he's so hyped up. If you listen to him, you should have heard him earlier. I mean, he was just going crazy. You know, here it comes, oh my god. And he was just, darn it. Looks like I don't know, looks like he's lost his feed. Yeah, earlier he was really amped up. This is the guy right here. Jeff Petrowski. I would suggest following him. I'm not exactly sure what he does for a living, or if he's retired, but I don't know if he is some sort of assessor or just a amateur storm chaser or what. I don't even know if he's from that area down there. I don't think he is from that area because he was staying at a hotel in Naples because he pulled up to the hotel. Because it showed him pulling up to the hotel. I couldn't even tell you what hotel it was. He got out. He talked to. It's whatever hotel it is. It's where they have the EOC set up in Naples. The Emergency Operations Center. Some hotel. And he was talking to a couple people in charge, and anyways, so I don't know. I was interested to see. Obviously, it does look like the storm is weakening, and I think you guys, if you're in Naples, you guys can weather the backside of the storm. It's just hopefully won't get that insane storm surge that, I don't know. That's the unknown, and I've been like, you guys took on the looks like the front side of the storm was way worse than the back side. Just the way it's kind of dissipating or falling apart, kind of. Anyways, but I'm not down there, so. Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like he must have lost his feed. What the heck is that? But I was just going through basically on Periscope and seeing, and found a couple different interesting feeds. I wasn't really interested in feeds of the storm away from where it was making landfall. And definitely didn't want to try to rebroadcast any sort of news. I mean, like I said, there's plenty of, you can turn on any television station and watch the news. So, hopefully he'll get his feedback up, which I'm sure he will, because I'd like to see and hope that this backside in the storm surge just is way overrated, or basically that like he ends up dodging a bullet. I don't know. Because we surely don't need the type of damage that this thing has been feared that it was going to do. I just hope it keeps going straight north. I said I think in the long run, for the best of the majority, just going straight north, let it get away from the Gulf, lose its energy source, and it'll be a nasty tropical storm, but just continue north as a tropical storm. Stay out of the Gulf. Don't let it go back up in intensity. Don't let it hit Tampa like they were fearing. I don't know. But definitely this eye has gotten way, way smaller, and not anywhere near as defined as what it used to be. So it is, you know, breaking apart, or, you know, losing its intensity. That's a good thing. I'm just kind of watching it because I know that they're way up, and, you know, not in any of the immediate danger, but all of Florida, you know, was going to feel some sort of effects of this. And I have a daughter that's up just above Jacksonville. So, and they chose not to leave, which now I'm sure she's going to be saying, I told you so, but a couple days ago nobody knew anything, and even today this thing has changed course, or is changing from what they predicted. It just shows to show that basically they're just all guessing. You know, computer models aren't, you know, they're just a best guess. And he still doesn't look like he's back broadcasting, so that kind of sucks. I don't know where some of these there are other hurricane feeds, obviously, but I don't know where they're, like this person. Oh, that almost looks like it's a webcam or something. Yeah, I'm not gonna broadcast a webcam, or rebroadcast, I should say. See what this dude's feed is. Where he's at. Hide the chat.
Oh, what's really cool, we're hoping to see Donald Trump in a couple days here.
I'd like to know where this guy's at. Pretty nasty though. Let's see what is Gateway, Florida. I'm not sure though if this is where he's at, but Gateway,
Hurricane.
Florida. Let's see where that's at.
Make America great again.
like Gateway. It is south.
Just to let you know, we have no windows smashed. All these houses are
Fort Myers.
protected.
Southeast of Fort Myers. East of I-75 is where these people, if they're broadcasting where their description is saying. Oh. Gateway, Florida. So that would be, let me see here.
All of our glass is covered with these metal shields that you see like on the neighbor's house. And all
About
good
straight.
roofs.
And a little closer.
Yeah, it's whipping up good.
Obviously, this is not showing the roads at all, but
You know something? It's actually fun where we're at because like we're actually well protected in this little corner of the patio, so it's like really cool watching everything.
these guys are somewhere kind of in this general area. Is my best guess according to this map that will not show.
Look at that, good construction on that pool tonight. All the screens are intact. That's what happens when you get good construction. Yes, we have electric. It's awesome. Everybody else has no electric. But our street, we're underground electric cables. But we do have a generator right next to me.
Yeah, that's the
Brand new generator and we can't use it. Isn't it a shame? Yeah. You had a bad screen person. We're actually waiting for the eclipse. Oh, just to let you know, I do have two roofers with me. My two best friends. They own a roofing company in Southwest Florida.
This radar site.
Whoa, it's really whipping up good.
Yeah.
Thank God we got this other house next to us, and the house behind us is protecting us too.
go back to the Florida radar set. Seems to be better. It's a much larger radar set, I believe. Seems to be. Yeah, definitely. That Miami radar site is a way bigger radar site.
Awesome. I think the heart of the storm has just got here. And it's actually an awesome site. We're making history.
I think just on the edge of the nastiness.
It's like a huge... These trees across those little canal. And it's just right through. We are outside. One guy says it don't look bad at all. We're looking at the safest direction right now. There it is. It's whipping up huge. There must be like 160-mile-an-hour wind gust right now. It is rocking and rolling. Woohoo!
I don't think so, bud. It's powerful, but I don't think it's no 160. Unless you got a tornado going on, and it doesn't look like you got a tornado going on. There's possible. There's a possible tornado east of Naples, so.
We're getting hungry. We're going to start this barbecue up pretty soon, but there it goes again. The wind gushing again. It's whipping up.
See, that ain't no joke. This has been downgraded now to a category 2. And probably a, I don't know what the estimate is.
I don't know. We thought the eye would have been here where it get calm. We want to check out what's going on in front of the house when the eye comes over us completely. Oh, where's Jeff? We saw him the other day. He was delivering pizza. Where's Jeff? Yes, we have electric. In this community, they have underground power cables. But that don't mean nothing. My last place I lived at, we had underground. But what happened is the neighborhood before it had above ground. So those would go down, we would go down. But we do have backup generator, brand new generator. We can't even use it. Oh, the Lord is with us. Dive near Bonita Springs. Cool. Hey, thank you for the information about the eye in Bonita Springs. know, it's funny. I actually have a $5 bet with my best friend that has the generator. I said we'll never lose the electricity. He still thinks he's going to win his $5 bet.
I love people that think because they got underground utilities that they're not going to lose power. It's not underground all the way from the source.
I am the rescue. In the morning, when this storm's over, we're going to go along the road and clear out all the tree limbs off on the road. What you got to do is we rescue ourselves, you know, and that's every American has to get in and do their bit. Last hurricane, we didn't have the federal government to help us. We rebuilt our own city at Hurricane Wilma. Yes, we have electric. Here's our little cocoon where we go into our house. Now that lady was my friend's wife. I'm a single guy. We do have a beautiful Filipino lady inside.
Alright. Well, obviously it's nasty there.
You know,
Looks
we
like
don't
they're
see
in.
very little debris. And the reason why is, in this community, these trees, they're not like fully huge, big trees. And all the roads were clear of any kind of debris. So it's like best case scenario. Now in Bonita Springs, they had the big flood a week ago. And we saw on the news, all the roads are covered with debris from cleaning up after the flood. So you can imagine all the flying debris there. But
Yeah,
Bonita
that would
Springs
suck.
has always been a screwed up town.
Wow. Anyways. I kind of want to see if that other guy's broadcasting yet. Weather going wild. This one approaching us here just north of Fort Myers. Fortunately, it does not look like that other guy brought his feet back up. That sucks. It must have maybe got too bad and he's holding out until after the backside moves out of the Naples, Fort Myers, well, not Fort Myers. I keep saying Fort Myers. Anyways, let's see. Plus wins. Well, I guess I'll put his feedback on for a second. But then
I'm in the L. Norton Plumbing Union from the Honeymooners.
kind of want that other guy. I'm hoping that he starts broadcasting again because he was down in
You know what's crazy? We keep trying to
Marco
call
Island,
Uber and see if
Naples.
they're
He was
available.
driving
They
in
said there's no
between the two of
Uber in
them.
our area.
towns. 6:19 p.m. Got about less than 2 hours more daylight. Hopefully this goes through. I'd like to see the aftermath. after the storm surge. I know I probably could turn on Fox, but I kind of like seeing these independent people that get out there, other than the mainstream media feeds and this and that. They keep running the same stuff over and over and over. It's like hurricane fatigue. So hopefully this will. It's actually looking pretty decent, as far as but I'm going a little tighter.
I myself, I'm staying at my friend's house. I'm in bad area, Park Shore, near the beach area of Naples, and I had to move inland.
Yeah, so Marco Island,
But now it's whipping through good. So when I get back to my house, oh my gosh, we're supposed to have a big flood, but no big deal. You can always replace stuff, Easy
These
come,
guys are
easy
in
go.
They're in this orange/red of the storm right now, so. And it's hard to even tell with the eye. The eye is obviously clear, but the eye is becoming less and less defined,
baby. We're
which
having
is a
a
good
blast.
thing.
We are actually towards the Fort Myers area, so we're doing fine.
Anyways.
We're looking at the backyard right now. We're actually waiting for the eclipse to happen. Look at it, it's really whipping, baby. Woohoo! This is the backyard.
Whoa, they ended their stream. Well, I just turned on Fox. Obviously, I'm not going to try to rebroadcast Fox. Wouldn't do that. But, let's see what this person's broadcasting.
You don't need a generator. Yeah, Bryce's titties. Yeah, the pies, I already passed us.
Supposedly, this is Naples, Florida. Let's see.
You might have put it somewhere. I would have to look for it. I'm not going to the car. We have batteries to charge our phones. We just can't find them right now.
Anyways, turned on Fox, and
Yeah, this
they
is fine.
obviously are running, you know,
Yeah, we're
footage
good.
of
Thanks
all
a lot.
the
Keep up.
places, and besides flooding,
Yeah, we're alright.
and I would
Drunken
call
man.
it minor.
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say that. It's flooded down in Miami where it's not flooded before, so I guess I wouldn't call it minor flooding. But when it's compared to Houston and what this could have been, I would say that the people
Yeah, I'm
in
inside of the
Miami
house right now. There's
got
a little space we
real
left, so we
lucky.
can go in and out, but we just can't bring chairs
So
out
I
there.
mean, the news reporters standing in
No
like
flooding yet, thank
ankle
God.
deep
Just
water
constant.
on a street in somewhere
Yes, I'm a
downtown
hobo.
Miami or something. I don't know.
What happened? You can't find it?
And right
Alright,
now
guys, I'll be
it was
back.
pretty much calm.
Actually, you know what?
So
Let's see.
obviously there's still rain bands, but I would say that Miami got real lucky compared to what they thought. The
I'll be
initial
back,
thought
guys.
was that it was going to come up on the East Coast and basically decimate Miami. So they dodged the bullet. I did not see if I meant to do that. I meant to see if they downgraded it again, or if it's still a Category 2. It's probably still a Category 2, but I'm gonna go check.
Sorry about that. He dead. He dead.
Okay, so it's still a Category
Crazy,
2.
man. Y'all wild.
Winds of 110 miles an hour. That's really, really windy. And gusts
We're
of up
looking
to
for something.
130,
I put the
which
phone
is
down for a
crazy.
second.
And it's 25 miles southeast of Fort Myers. That's where basically the eye
We're
is.
about 5 miles from Verona Walk.
This person is streaming from, as this person's feed said, that this is actually Naples right now,
No, the water's fine.
which is on the backside.
Oh, the bird's fine. I saw him a little bit ago. He's hiding
Definitely on
right
the
now.
backside of this. They'll have several
north
hours of wind and rain. But, you know,
No,
really,
I'm not going
what
in
you
any
see,
water. I know better than that.
you know, the
I'm staying as dry
anticipation
as I
of this,
can.
the storm surge, you know, how much
No,
water
the
is
water's
actually going to
actually
come
gone
in,
down a little bit, but
how much
from
water
the
is going
storm,
to
it's
rise
dumped
and
a lot
stuff.
of water. So yeah, I mean it has gone up, but it was worse a
Hopefully,
little bit ago.
that is way less than what
Can
they
I beat Chuck
were
Norris?
saying, or predicting.
Wait, I'm not even Jeff. What the hell? That's not my car. No water in the house. Thank God. No problem, Grumpy Man. What up, Denver? I called my buddy Jeff earlier. He's like, screw you, man. Now we eat alligators. They're scared of us. Yeah, I photoshopped this streaming.
Alright, well, I have to end this stream, at least for a little while, because I have my phone tied up, because it's the only way
Doesn't love gator meat.
to be able
Gator
to
nuggets, baby.
stream Periscope separate of. I'm using BlueStacks, obviously an Android emulator on my Windows PC, and because I got this PYKL3 radar, which is absolutely an awesome app. I mean, it costs like $10.
Yeah, definitely not
You can
fake.
pick like
This is
any
live and
radar
this is real
site
as hell.
in the entire continental USA, you know, and change your radar site.
Easy now.
There is, as far as
thank
this
you.
one, you can choose all these different, and they're crazy. I don't even know how to decipher them, but there's like 30 some different ways to display
Back to the storm.
the data that's being displayed. I just kind of leave it on the easiest one.
You're looking at the entrance over there.
You can go
Over
to simple
here we
radar.
have the concentration part.
You can do radar with orbs, is what I like to run, and then you can also do radar with spotter info for basically people that are actual
back of that
weather
car's
spotters that
busted.
are out there feeding data. So anyways, I run it on my phone, obviously, but when I want to run it on my PC, you know, you gotta use like an Android emulator, and BlueStacks does that. Same thing for Periscope. You know, Periscope doesn't seem to have its own,
That's funny as hell.
you know, nice little way to run it on a PC.
Yeah, I live by
Works great on
Kensington.
phones,
It's
but
really close to
you
where
need
I'm
to
at
pretty
right
much
now.
emulate it. So,
How old am I? How do you think
and
I am?
because it wanted to use Visor,
59.
well, no, actually
Yep.
Visor's what this is using. When I tried to use it right here, Periscope, it brings up a tab in the BlueStacks, and I
31.
can't run two
31
instances
and
of
counting,
it.
baby.
And
I am about
sorry that I
10 minutes, 5
completely
minutes from 8th Avenue.
messed up the feeds
that's
and
by the
down stuff I
beach.
was just kind of showing.
What up,
So
Scotland?
basically, anybody that's interested in weather, man, and if you, I don't know if this is, I think it's only for Android, but this
Let's do
app
it.
is absolutely incredible. Like I
take
said, you
me
can
out on the
grab
first date. That makes you
any
pay.
radar station throughout the United States, and so, you know, this is actually the one that's down in Key West,
Single
which was
ready to mingle.
offline. It got knocked offline during the storm. I don't know if it's back up or not, but I'm gonna go back to the Miami,
Susie's
Florida,
in the house.
and you go over here to help.
You're looking
It
at
tells
it.
you basically how to interpret the data, but it all, you know, it actually, you can pretty much predict,
So what, he's on
you
here?
know, at least a tornado, where there should be a tornado watch, if not a tornado warning being issued
Greg,
when you
there?
see these mesocyclone,
Greg!
you know, algorithm detections. So
No, that's John, not
it
Jeff.
is probably the best $10 for an app I've ever spent, as far as for an Android device.
I can tame the world. Thanks, Roche. No surge.
So, anyways, like as it goes further, you know, I can bring up. Yeah.
Yeah. 3 miles away
Yeah, I
from the
don't want
coast.
with spotters. It's too much data. You know,
The
when it gets
surge is
closer,
just
I'll bring up
when
the
there's a
I'll
hurricane or a
go to the
tornado, it
Tampa,
sucks up
you
water
know,
from the
radar
beach.
station.
So the beach right now.
But
Did
right
you guys
now,
ever watch
the
that
Miami
movie Deep
is the best
Impact?
one.
When
They
the
have a
meteor
huge
hits the
radar
beach and
already
it
down
sucks
there,
up the
so
water, and then there's a
their
big
feed
ass
is actually
tsunami
the
that
best right
comes.
now.
Well, that's what surge is. It's just rushing water that comes back from the beach and it just rushes in and has nowhere to go, so it just goes
So like
inward.
over here,
And that's what
it's
everybody's
showing
worried about.
rotation. So there's the possibility, you know, that there could be, you know, funnel
I'll give you
clouds.
trip
It
wind,
could
Cal.
actually be tornadic, you know.
People say this is the
So-
worst part, but earlier was scary as shit.
A lot of times I can bring up this app when there's a storm, and
We don't know if it's coming or not.
if I see stuff like that, basically call out that basically they're going to issue at least a tornado watch. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to give this a rest. I need to use my phone, which like I said, is what I was doing the Periscope. This is just Periscope. It's just a random feed. Actually, this particular one. Oops. Huh. Well, actually was that Jobby guy. But anyways, obviously I just was going down through Periscope and was trying to find feeds that weren't like copyright stuff, you know, because I don't want to be rebroadcasting, you know, Fox News, and who wants to watch that anyways? I mean, you can turn on your regular TV. I'm more interested in people that are out there that are in the storm themselves, going through it, you know, and are able to broadcast. So, storm mapping. Let's see what this guy. This is live. It says it's live. Thinking that I have hurricane in Naples. Really? Maybe earlier. I don't know. If this is Naples right now, it's surprising because it doesn't correspond with the radar is showing. Maybe he began this. I don't know. Maybe he began the feed.
And they have already.
I wish I could see that. I couldn't read that. I wish I could have read that exit sign. We were just watching another person that said that they were in Naples, so maybe this person is following the storm, and they just they never renamed their broadcast because according to the radar, what the radar is showing, it's not showing heavy rain like that. Where are we at? Marco Island. Yeah. Naples is basically like what that other feed was showing, you know. Windy and some rain, but nothing like this one. Sheets of rain. Alright, well, I'm gonna see if that other guy who had a really interesting because he was actually driving around doing storm damage assessment, hoping that he brings his feed up again in a little while. Because out of all the different feeds that have been up, even though it was a little bit crazy that he was out there, he had the most interesting feed, I think, because he was actually going between Naples and Marco Island and assessing the damage and driving around in some of the different neighborhoods and pointing out, you know, where the damage was. So I'm interested to see if he brings his feed back up. Like I said, if this is truly Naples right now, it's surprising because that's not what the radar is showing. The radar is pretty clear for that area. But anyways, guys, I have to stop this feed for now because I have to use my phone. There's been people texting me and calling me pretty much all afternoon since I've had the stream up. For the last 3.5 hours, people have been trying to call me, so I need to return some phone calls. So, anyway, thank you, those who did tune in. And like I said, I'm going to try to bring the feedback up. Hopefully the guy that had that other feed will come back online. Because I was finding it hard to believe this person's feed claims... Well, darn it. Right here, it's this one. It says entering the eye of hurricane.
I mean, if we had to, you pull around that side of the building where the wind is shielded, but I mean, we might see some trees fall here.
In Naples.
Oh, well. I mean, look at those. I mean, yeah, I mean,
but
they're the flooded area. So this is pretty dramatic.
You know, and it's live right now, but it just doesn't jive with what the radar's showing and what another person that was supposedly in Naples was showing. So I don't know. I think that maybe they just never relabeled their broadcast and they're following the storm. Don't know. But I'm not down there, so. Anyways, guys, take care. Hopefully be back online in a little while. Hopefully that guy I was watching earlier will get back out there again and start surveying, and he really had an interesting video stream. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. Take care. Probably will broadcast again in a little while, but I just got to use my phone, so